Hey everyone, Scott Cunningham, aka Scottsy Business here. Today we're going to be doing another installment of my dividend portfolio investing series where I will go through my dividend portfolio for investing in stocks as well as cryptocurrency and a little bit in crypto real estate. So without further ado, I will start sharing my screen. So before we actually look at this, I'll pull up my overall dividend portfolio. This is my estimate here, but this is what I've actually been paid out. I must have missed a few dollars, so not super significant, but so far overall I've made about $226.97. This will get a little wonky now that I am also investing on a new exchange. So, bear with me if there's any mistakes in the next few as I kind of figure out how I'll be doing all the different tracking and reporting and stuff. So I'm also investing now on Wealthsimple and Questrade. I've only funded Questrade so far, but Wealthsimple I will start investing on at the end of this month. This way I'm exposing myself to some different exchanges. They have different fee structures and different things. Questrade is cheaper to trade on than TD, which is my bank. So that's really ideal for me. It's literally half as much, $5 per trade, which is still outrageous. Whereas Wealthsimple is $0 for your trades, but you have to pay a management fee. They do allow you to do dividend reinvesting and stuff though, so that's really beneficial for me. So that may end up, paying itself. So either way, I'm going to be testing out a bunch of different exchanges now, and I just also wanted to diversify where I was trading so that if there was ever an issue or something on one of them, it wouldn't affect all of my assets. So that is what I'm doing, because I recently put out a video about diversification. If you haven't checked that out, definitely do. And I'm living that myself. So yeah. So in the next one, you'll probably see dividends coming from my other stocks on Questrade right now, but until then we'll worry about that in the future. So last month I made a lot less than normal, unfortunately. I mean, I made $22, but that's just, there's going to be months where you're going to make a lot less than your average, and there's going to be months where you're going to make a lot more than your average. But my average is supposed to be around like 60 something dollars. Actually, I have it right here for you guys. Might as well just pull it up. This is my crypto. There we go. So on average, I'm getting about $63.65 a month. This is taking in my new buys and everything though. So, these will always take a little bit of time to actually catch up. I've also already made a decent amount in September. So I expect September to be a month where I make a lot more, but we'll see how that all works out. Either way, this is still tracking along nicely, and I'm pretty sure August was just an anomaly. And then for crypto, I did make less this month as well, but for crypto, it's much more easily explained. In total, I've made $127 so far, but with crypto, the big difference here was that I sold a lot, I moved a lot of things around, I changed a ton of things, which we will go through. So it does make sense that I made less. But I'm going to be making a lot of changes and doing a lot of different things going forward. So hopefully I'll get this up and get that sort of changed a little bit. So this is coming from lending, crypto real estate, and staking. So those are my three main ways that I'm earning passive income from crypto. So with that being said, let's pull up my actual portfolio here. With everything I have currently, it's $18,517 in value. And again, I did take out a lot from crypto, so the gains were actually a lot more than, just $1,000 or whatever. So, that's good to see. But I have been investing a lot lately, so let's actually dive into that. So I put in $600 and then I invested, and then $750 like a little over a week later, and invested all that. Here's the buys. I did 50 stocks of this real estate company, Plaza Retail REIT. I was trying to stick with some really inexpensive buys lately, just so that I could buy like a lot more. Plus, I mean, obviously these price opportunities are still really good. Anything close to like 30% is, I'm pretty confident in that it will have some pretty good gains in the future, because a lot of these are solid companies. People are going to need real estate no matter what. I'm not concerned. The other thing I bought was insurance from Manulife. It was very, very cheap, still is, but it was down when I bought it, so that was really nice to get that dip. Firm Capital is another good real estate company I bought 30 shares of. They're down 30%, so still really ideal. This is down 46%, so I doubled my holdings with this from a 50 to 100. And I mean, it was pretty cheap too. If something's really cheap, I'll always buy a lot more of it. But I mean, generally keeping a similar value across all of my investments. Maybe I'm a little more heavily invested in like banks and energy and stuff. And, you know, some of these stocks, when I had really, really good price opportunities, I probably will continue to invest in really ideal stocks. Like right now, Suncor Energy is super negative for me, but it's at such a good price opportunity that realistically, I probably will keep investing in it. And with that being said, I'll actually make a note to buy another 10 shares. So moving forward to the other real estate buys, a lot of it was real estate because, again, a lot of this is just price opportunity. My real estate portfolio is obviously like way out of whack right now. Like I probably have way too much hedged into real estate. But I'm more concerned about taking advantage of the price opportunity in the market right now than I am about being, you know, very strict with my portfolio breakdown. I don't think this is exactly what it is because I might have to update it a little bit, but this is somewhat accurate. I mean, for the most part, this is pretty accurate for what I have, but a few of these might not be updated. Like I probably have more oil than is listed here. Yeah, like I definitely do. So this isn't perfect, but this is pretty close. I'll make sure this is updated. This is the only thing I forgot is this breakdown to update for you guys. So I apologize for that, but that will be updated absolutely for the next one. Going back to the stock buys though, these are my more recent buys. The other ones were last month. This is all during this month. Mainly buying oil and real estate. Pretty much that's all I bought. Plus I got a little bit of Canadian Utilities Limited because utilities are always a solid investment. And then yeah, just real estate and oil for the most part here. These were pretty good buys. I mean, they're all still down a tiny bit. This one is up, oil for Inter Pipeline. But I don't expect to see huge gains just yet. The market took a slight bit of a dip. And then I expect next week to be going up, but you know, we'll see. Either way, as you guys who have been following along with my dividend updates, this is all about the long term. We're not trying to, you know, get a ton of short-term gains and then just sell out unless we see a crazy, you know, price opportunity, right? Like right now, Canadian Western Bank is my best holding for price appreciation. And you know, like if I wanted, now that it's only 25%, I could maybe sell like $100, $150 worth, just kind of like lock in those gains and then put it into somewhere that is like struggling, like put it into Suncor instead, or, you know, one of these other like really good price opportunity stocks. But Suncor is clearly the best right now, unless they're having some major issue in the company, which I'll look into. I'm probably going to end up doing this trade as well. And I'll let you guys know on the next update. But, you know, you got to keep your eye on these kinds of things because you won't have crazy gains for a very, very long time. I mean, when you're up 34%, it doesn't hurt to take a little bit out and put it into something else that has a lot of price opportunity. I don't know if this is necessarily arbitrage, but it is a great opportunity for you to take gains from one part of your portfolio and then use that to get more gains from another part that is struggling. It's called rebalancing. And when you're doing this, you're trying to look for opportunities to then increase your value when, you know, when then this goes up and then say this drops down and then I do the opposite or whatever it happens to be. But as long as you're juggling around really good stocks, you should be able to increase your overall portfolio wealth by doing something like this. It's not for everyone because, you know, it's starting to get into the realm of like trying to like day trade and stuff like that. But I would say this is more about portfolio rebalancing, and it's not about like trying to get all these short-term gains. So with that being said, I will potentially talk about this in the next one if I actually do that. So because I probably will. This is a really, really good opportunity, and the market is open for another hour and a bit. So right when I finish this video, more than likely, I probably will do this. So keep that in mind. And then, yeah, as I said, the rest of it was just oil and real estate. So I did do quite a few buys in the last month. But, you know, I did take some stuff out of crypto on the other side of things. So let's go take a look at that. Before, as you guys remember, probably I had way more. And I've sold out of a lot of things that I wasn't super confident in. I mean, Tron has been good, but I don't trust Tron very much. So as you guys know, I sold out a lot of my Tron. And unfortunately for me, it's done really well ever since. But I still don't trust Justin Sun. I don't trust the leadership. I'm not a huge fan of it. It's good for passive income, but it's sketchy. And there's also not a lot of like good projects on it. It's like 99% gambling. BitTorrent, again, that's also Tron related. But the big issue that I had with BitTorrent was, and I talked about this, was that DLive is giving majority of the staking rewards to partners. Partners are just people who are streaming on the platform who have gotten to a high enough, you know, streaming status to be a partner. So it's not like, you know, they're rewarding people who came in early or something like that. They're just giving the majority of the rewards to the people who contribute the least just because they're streamers. While it makes sense to encourage streamers to stake and participate, you're screwing over the majority of the people who are doing the staking and giving all of their rewards to the streamers who are already getting rewards. So it's a very, very, very bad value proposition to investors. And I don't think it's right that my rewards are all going to the people with the least contribution. So I stopped staking on DLive. I was never a fan of DLive to begin with. I just liked the staking idea. And then I sold out my BitTorrent. It's up like 25% from when I bought it. So I don't really feel bad about selling. Mind you, everything else is up. So it's not really like I got a gain, you know, when I sold into Ethereum. But either way, I'm not a huge fan of BitTorrent, and I think I could do better things with that money. So I decided to leave, even though it was getting me, you know, decent passive income. Again, I don't trust it, and it takes 2 weeks to stake out. So I just don't like that. Everything else I have doesn't really have stakeout limitations. BitMax, you might have to wait 24 hours, but you can pay a fee to get around that. So, you know, to each their own. What I did was I took all my BitMax earnings, and then I used the USDT that I earned, which was about $9 or $10 in the last little while, and then I bought 141 more to continue earning. So that's really good. And then for some of my like lower paying crypto staking coins, like ARPA, like Troy, these are just, they're not paying me very much. And in comparison to everything else, like for example, like ARPA, this was the recent payouts. I should have the values or something somewhere, but looking at these actual payouts here and then actually comparing the values, ARPA was just really, really low, like barely anything at all. Troy, I'm assuming Troy's maybe like every quarter or something. I want to be paid at least every month so that I can earn better compounding interest. So I decided, if I'm not making barely anything with ARPA and Troy is taking too long to send payouts, then I'm just not a fan. I mean, I don't know how long Tezos takes, but I haven't gotten anything there yet, though I did just get into that. And then I took my KNC and I staked it on Kyber, but to actually stake and like participate every epoch, which is like 2 weeks, you have to spend like crazy amount of money on gas fees. So you'll lose a lot of money by participating. So now I just have this KNC doing nothing, sitting there wasting my money. And that's really unfortunate because even to unstake it costs me $17. And then I have to send it to Binance and then sell it. So I'm looking upwards of like $20 in fees. It's just not worth it. I can't make $20 by staking KNC on Binance in like a year. So, and I don't have a crazy amount, but it's just really frustrating with the fees right now. I'm sure a lot of this will be fixed very soon with Ethereum 2.0, but we'll see. So either way, I decided to say, meh, I'm going to ditch some of these like worse coin, like some of these coins that aren't doing as well for me, and just invest it all into the other coins. I decided to show that I've like removed Kyber because I'm not really earning anything off of it. And as soon as I can, I will sell it. So I'm just not even going to bother anymore. And then I took all that money and I reinvested it back into the other coins that were doing well. Plus, I mean, I did originally sell my principal for all of these. That's why I'm also making way less compared to previous months. Because a lot of these double, triple, 5x, 10x. So I wanted to lock in my getting my original investment back so that I could then invest it elsewhere and then just make whatever from this. But there was a crazy run up and then a crazy drop off. And I was like, you know what? A lot of these are paying really, really well. Let's just focus on the ones that are doing better. And hopefully they will have a run up in price again as well. And then I can sell a tiny bit to sort of recoup that. Because when I originally bought in, it was crazy lower. So it feels wrong to be buying in now, but that's how it works. So either way, this is my portfolio now. It's only worth, well, not only worth, but it's worth a little bit less now since I sold a lot, $3,522. I've also been earning a little bit from my lending, so that's really nice. As you can see here, I got about, these are all in stable coins, so this is the actual value. So I got $1.10, $2.69, and $1.33 in the last month. And then in total so far now, I've made $2, $4, and $1.56. I was investing in these all at different times and stuff, so it's not really like one is that much better or worse than the others. They do have different interest fees, so that is technically the case, but I did start at very different times, so these would all be a lot closer to each other if I had done that. So I was also investing more originally on BlockFi, but BlockFi has a lot of issues with their withdrawals and restrictions and KYC every time you withdraw, which is really, really weird. So I'm not a huge fan of BlockFi for that. But I still want to try out all these platforms and lend and test them, and they've been doing well so far. So there's no reason for me to pull away from that or shy away from that. And they pay pretty good interest. They pay better interest than most of my staking coins. And because it's in a pegged US dollar coin, I won't lose any money from depreciation. Though most of these have just appreciated, so that isn't really an issue. You do lose out on appreciation though as well. But if you're concerned that all of your dividends that you make will like be worth less and then it's pointless, like what was happening when I was investing with KU coin shares or Qcoin or however you want to pronounce it, that was an issue for me. So, you know, it's to each their own. With Realty, because they send all the payments together now, it's very hard for me to actually break it down to which one is paying which. So to make my life easier, I'm just tracking the overall payments. So last month I got $6.37. You could round that up to 38 cents, but either way, you know, pretty good. They're very consistent with their payouts. I've earned just a little below half that so far, and we're not even halfway through the month, so that's great to see. But yeah, like it's really reliable. They pay me out right to my wallet, and then after a while, I use that money and I invest that into getting, and I usually put that into lending. But right now, I'm letting it build up a little bit so that I don't lose a bunch of money on the gas fees. Because again, really getting hit with those gas fees right now. I'm just probably going to wait it out until it's like fixed and it's not as much of an issue. But it is unfortunate because there is a lot of DeFi, Ethereum based ERC20 tokens rather, that I would love to invest in, but I just don't see it being worth it with the current fees. So, and I'm sure many people feel the same. But yeah, so this is the month in review. All the changes that have been made. This is correct for this breakdown. Again, I will update the other ones so that you guys have the correct breakdown. But this is correct, though it is showing some of the coins that I have previously sold. Either way, this is the correct breakdown. And yeah, I mean, I feel pretty good about this. I'm surprised that I have just as much FET as I do BTMX, but I did buy quite a bit. BTMX has probably been my favorite. It's probably earned me the most money, and it's been the most consistent, and it's been the biggest gainer in terms of value. So I've been really, really happy with BTMX, and it's been really, really easy. A really nice thing is that with BTMX, you just get your USDT, like your stable coins, paid out to you rather than the coin itself. So that way you lock in your gains, and they're pegged to, unless you're talking about inflation, then obviously your gains are obviously losing a bit of money, but it prevents you from having any issues with depreciation and stuff for your payouts. And because they're paying out so much money, it's just very, very ideal. And then if you want to, like me, you can just reinvest it and just continue making more money. So super ideal. It's a great way to do fee exchange sharing or earning or whatever, where you're getting some of the fees that the platform is earning, because BitMEX is an exchange. And yeah, it's really, really ideal. So let me know what you guys are doing to earn. How are you making money with crypto? How are you making money with stocks? What are some of your recent stock buys? What are some of your recent crypto buys? Let me know all of that good stuff. And, you know, like, what are you guys looking at now? I'm probably going to be buying some crypto gold very soon, and that won't be included in this, but that'll be another like thing that I'll be focused on, because right now I'm going through my first process of actually getting some real physical gold, and then I'm going to be looking into crypto gold, and then I'll do a whole breakdown on gold in the physical form, crypto, all that good stuff, maybe some stocks as well, just to really cover everything. But anyways, that is everything for today. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you guys are doing. Like, how are you investing? How are you getting that money? I want to learn about more projects. Specifically right now, I'm really trying to find more crypto real estate tokenized projects, and it's been very, very challenging. I've only found Realty, and I know that you guys in the US, which is the majority of my followers, you guys can't invest in it. So I know that's very frustrating for you. So if anyone is watching and knows any other projects, please let me know. Right now I'm looking at Reno, REINNO, and I will give you guys a review on that if it's good or even worth reviewing. I just signed up today, so we'll see how that goes. Anyways, again, thank you for watching. Let me know what you guys are doing to invest and all that good stuff. Thanks so much for watching this video to the very end. Since you did, it'd be awesome if you could give this video a like and comment #1ham in the comments below. Also, it'd be awesome if you could subscribe to this channel and follow me anywhere under @ScottCBusiness, because I'm basically on every platform. You can find all the platforms that I am mainly using though at www.scottcbusiness.com. You can also find all my social links as well as my crypto addresses if you'd like to donate to me on Cointree at cointr.ee/ScottCBusiness. And you can also donate directly by donating to scottcbusiness.crypto or scottcbusiness.eth with supporting wallets. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate your support. I'm Scott Cunningham, aka Scott C Business, signing off. Cheers.